Time's up. Attribution.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
P.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
There we go. All better now. Man, titties are the greatest things on earth.
Hail and howdy, everybody. I am Adam the Renaissance Nerd, and welcome to the Daily Dive, the Double Ds, where you, the audience, are in charge. I can get away with some things. I'm allowed to do some segments that are mine and mine alone. But for the most part, you fine individuals out there in chat land, you get to direct the course of this out-of-control ship that is the show. And some may say my channel, but that's a discussion for another time. I hope everybody's having a good Friday so far, because it is Friday. We're always happy when it's Friday. It means another week is in the books, and it just means the weekend is here with all whatever it brings. Because let's be honest, some people don't get weekends off. Some people got to keep working. Some people got to keep stupid schedules. And that's why we're here, to make sure that no matter what, you have entertainment, you have a good time. And we're here to try and keep it real. Keep it real. Because that's kind of one thing I'm going to be clinging to today when I talk about my segment. What really is going on, or what appears really going on, and the perception of what people want to happen, and the perception of how they want to present their feelings now. So when I talk about my segment, you'll understand where I'm going, and it's a good and a bad, is the way I'll put it. And I've had a night to think about it, which sometimes I think why it's good. I don't immediately make a video when something happens. You gotta let the idea simmer. Kel's anger is beyond simmering. Your internet is still down. Dude, I am sorry, man. I am sorry. That blows, dude. That really blows. I wish I could say something other than I feel you, man. But that's all I can do. All I can say is I feel you, and I hope they finally get around to fixing it. Just remember, just when you decide to give your soul to a chaos god, I say choose corn. Choose corn, because at least when you get bathed in the blood of your enemies, you'll get rewarded for it. Because think about this. If you choose Zench, you're gonna get transformed into some weird thing. All right, you're gonna get transformed into some weird thing. If you choose Slaanesh, you might lose your penis. You might lose your penis if you choose Slaanesh. Okay, you know this. And if you choose Nurgle, you're just gonna be a walking, rotting zombie type monster filled with rot and critters and So you don't want to, you want to be careful when you give into the voices. Make sure you're listening to corn, because at least you'll be getting rewarded for what you're going to do. And when you get transformed, you'll be a giant hulking demon-like beast, not something without your penis. It's that simple. I know you understand this. So just remember, when you give into the voices of chaos, make sure it's the voice of corn. Blood for the blood god. another skull for the throne. Simple choice. Simple choice. At least that's how I see it. That's how I see it. I'm trying to lighten your mood, trying to give you something, trying to make it at least amusing. I don't want to revel in your pain. You're all here to revel in my pain. My pain is your sustenance. Is, as Kratos puts it, my pain sustains you. My pain and suffering sustains you. But you don't want to, but you're going to be filled with maggots and pox. No, don't choose Nurgle. Nurgle's disgusting. No, if you choose corn, you'll be this giant, hulking, fearsome creature, not a giant slob monster covered in sores and sickness. And think about this: if you're Nurgle, your penis will probably fall off. If you're Nurgle, because you're going to be rotting. If you're corn, you get to keep your penis. That has to be kind of a driving force in a lot of things. Do things that make sure you keep your penis, because you need your penis. I feel like we're going down a very terrible self-help video. You're going down a road we shouldn't go down. But you won't have your penis. You're gonna fall off. That is the rule. Make sure you do something that keeps your penis, because your penis is a useful tool. Only Warhammer fans can go down this rabbit hole of weirdness, talking about choosing a chaos god that makes sure you keep your penis. I mean, you'll probably have your penis in Zench, but it might be on your back. That's the problem. You see, no. All right, maybe our goals are different. Maybe our desires and goals are different. Oh boy. See, we're starting off fun here. We're gonna keep Kel's spirits up so he doesn't submit to chaos. And in order to do that, your money helps. $5 to order an Adam rant on entertainment, pop culture, or silly topic of your choosing, as we've seen. $10 to ask me a question. We'll go down a rabbit hole together and discuss it. Adam, how do you feel about this? Adam, how do you feel about that? Makes us bond together. $10 to also rent me for 30 minutes to play a video game and basically stream it. Now, that's what it is. Chat made me play this game or gaming. Chat made me play this gaming. That's it. Chat made me play this gaming. That's what it is. We play for 30 minutes, and during that stream, you guys can push it forward. Keep it going. If I'm suffering or if I'm having a good time, that could happen. It hasn't happened yet, though. Somewhere a prophet's lurking in the shadows. Yes, your pain is coming soon. He suffer. Great. I'm kind of important that I be on camera for my segment. How about Signal fix itself? There we go. Okay, it's back. I hate this building. My internet woes are my building. It's shit. It's shit. And you can help me change that by sending super chats to $15 to make me react to an article, hot take, one that I show you or one you may be sitting on you wanting to react to. $20 to make me watch a video of your choosing, and $30 to also rent my time to watch a movie or an episode of television and then review it live on this stream. Chat made me watch this reviews. Hey, it's how it works. In all seriousness, no, yeah. Everybody's generosity is always appreciated as we try to get the channel to grow. Audio stream. Is my audio okay? It says my audio is a problem. Can you guys hear me? Studio just said my audio is wonky. Is my audio okay? This is a wonderful day we're having here right now. Wonderful day. Starting out great. I'm so excited. for what's happening here right now. See, so on one end, StreamYards will still not let me share Firefox browser, even though I sent them a thing yesterday. I did send them a message saying, why isn't this working? So now I still have to operate off Chrome. And two, now we're having camera problems, signal problems, and I worry. I need this show to go well. We need to keep growing the channel so I can move. I need to move to Florida. Got to get out of this state. I hate it. It's too expensive. It's cheaper where I want to go. Save money. And you can help that by hitting that like button. Hitting that like button. Keep chatting it up. Subscribe to the channel. Help it grow. Let's claw our way through the algorithm. It seems crossing 4,000 really hasn't changed much in the algorithm. It's still being a bitch. Anyway. All right. So, what do we got on today? Of course, the news. And whatever you guys want to throw my way. But I do have a topic I'm going to go over now. So yesterday night, news happened. News happened yesterday, right before I went streaming. And of course, it was before I went streaming. That's not what I wanted to pick up. There it is. Before I went streaming, it happened. I thought, well, I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow. I'm going to have to let everybody else get to it tonight and get to it first. I'm not going to be able to get to this till tomorrow. I will not make a video because also it's a topic that we will discuss live on stream. What am I talking about? Well, yesterday night, we got the news that Gina Carano's lawsuit with Disney has been settled. That's right. It's done. It's over. A settlement whose details we do not have been reached between Elon's lawyers with Gina and Disney's lawyers. Now, all around the internet, there's been a major reaction to this. It's a victory! Yeah, Gina won! Yeah, we won! It's great! And I don't know about that exactly. I'm going to tell you the truth as I see it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to try and simp for Gina or simp around and get people's approval because I simp for Gina and cheer for Gina. Now, reminder, I have been a fan of Gina since I first saw her in American Gladiators back in 2011. All right? So I've been a Gina fan for a long time. But that doesn't mean I'm going to skew my perspective because I want her to do well and because I find her to be a very attractive woman. Gina Carano's lawsuit meant a pretty big deal because it was the first time that somebody was challenging Disney with enough legal backing to not bend the knee. Because Elon Musk decided to basically lend his lawyers to Gina for free, pro bono, as one would say, it would mean that she could go the distance and get to court. And as we went through this for the past couple of years, every time Disney tried to throw out the case, Elon's lawyers would destroy it and counter it, and the judge would say, no, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We're not going to change venue. We're not going to dismiss it for this reason. No, we're not going to stop Discovery. And eventually, Discovery began earlier this year, or maybe the end of last year. I forget. It's a timeline gets a little fuzzy, but you know what I'm talking about. Discovery, we were in Discovery, and every single YouTube creator who hates Disney, we were frothing at the mouth for whatever Discovery was going to turn up and possibly be said in open court. We were ready for this because we were ready to show the hypocrisy of Disney firing Gina Carano because she shared a meme, which may or may not reflect her political persuasion, as opposed to the likes of Pedro Internet Daddy Pascal or Rachel Unibrow Zegler, who are allowed to march literally all over the place while promoting Disney projects and say whatever they want, even during Gina Carano's filing. Remember, Pedro and Rachel Zegler were prominent on social media attacking Gina Carano. So there was going to be a mountain of evidence that was going to likely destroy Disney in court. And Disney didn't want that discovery, didn't want any of that happening because it was going to be terrible because Elon's lawyers were going to go the distance. And we thought, okay, Gina's going to do this because Gina she wanted an apology and she wanted her name cleared on all of this. Those were essentially her statements. I personally do not remember any statement of Gina saying, I will take this to court forever. I will never settle. I do not believe she ever said, I will never settle. If someone wants to correct me on that, you can, but I do never remember her saying that out of her words, as in her words. Now, yesterday, we did get a surprise settlement. In Gina's own words, I have come to an agreement with Disney Lucasfilm, which I believe is the best outcome for all parties involved. I hope this brings some healing to the Force. I want to extend my deepest, most heartfelt gratitude to Elon Musk, a man I've never met, who did this good Samaritan deed for me in funding my lawsuit. Thank you, Mr. Musk and X, for backing my case and asking for nothing in return. To my lawyers at Shayer Jaffe, who walked me through this unknown territory, thank you for your wisdom and guidance. I am humbled and grateful to God for his love and grace in this outcome. I'd like to thank you for all your unrelenting support throughout my life and career. You've been the heartbeat that has kept my story alive. I hope to make you proud. I am excited to flip the page and move on to the next chapter. My desires remain in the arts, which is where I hope you will join me. Yes, I'm smiling. From my heart to yours, Gina. Now, that's a nice little statement that's probably in line with whatever you're allowed to say post-settlement. I'm sure there's some NDAs involved in this. No one's allowed to talk about anything. And here's how I see this right here. One, did Gina get everything she wanted? Yes and no. Disney also released a statement. We're not going to read it. I want to waste your time. Basically saying, we're happy Gina we're happy Gina got this, got that. We're not going to throw shade at her. It's not an overt apology. It's essentially, we're glad this is over and we're not going to lose in court is what it is. At the same time, she is not going to go back to Star Wars because they say we want to do future projects with Gina, but that's bullshit because even though her lawsuit said suing to return to work, that's boilerplate stuff. We covered that long ago in videos and streams. I was boilerplate statements that need to be in every lawsuit, and something that, of course, the Gina hate mob wanted to cling on. See, she just wants to work for Star Wars and Disney again. No, she didn't. That was just in there because part of the lawsuit. She doesn't want to work with Disney. Disney doesn't want to work with her. And now Disney gave her money to go away. Now, how much money? Who knows? We're probably never going to know because, again, it's under NDA. I am no lawyer. I am not about to try and parse what any of this means legally. All I'm going to do is try and parse what I think this means for us as fans, customers, consumers, for entertainment in general. Here's the questions then. Is this a win? Yes and no. It's a win because Gina made Disney bend the knee. Disney has bent the knee in the past, but only because they didn't want dirty shit to get out there. This is a case of Disney bending the knee because a more powerful entity, i.e. Elon Musk, was ready to go the distance. And they knew that if the discovery came out, it would destroy them forever. The thing that I talk about, the coming collapse of Disney, the collapse would have truly begun if we had seen the internal emails concerning Gina and likely the allowing of Pedro and Rachel and others who work for Disney to run around parading their ideology without punishment. So it is a win for Gina in that sense. But is this really a win for everybody else? No. Because Disney has once again avoided consequences for their actions. In the end, Disney doesn't suffer any repercussions for this. Gina was still fired. They didn't really apologize. And they can continue to do what they want. I mean, I will again say, one of the things they probably wanted to settle real fast because right now, Pedro Pascal has been running his mouth for months on a lot of stuff, doing a lot of questionable things. And Disney hasn't said boo diddly. Hadn't said a damn thing. He's been allowed to run around, do whatever he wants. And that would have reared its head in court, and it would have destroyed everything, because Pedro aligns with everything Disney believes when it comes to agenda. And the win is also, it's also not a win. We sort of lose because we don't get real closure on this. We don't get closure. Everybody could say big win for Gina, but how many people were saying before that this needs to go all the way? It has to go to court. We have to see this, except now they're all going to say, oh, yay, Gina wins. We're so happy for Gina. You could be happy for Gina that it's now done, but you can still also say, you got some money, which Gina doesn't need because she's independently wealthy from her family. Gina Carano is independently wealthy from her family. She doesn't need Disney's money. She doesn't. So you could say it's a win, but let's say the truth here. Disney needed to pay for their crime. I mean, they know it was a crime of abusing Gina, and then allowing the abuse to happen, the social media abuse, not stopping their employees from abusing her. Pedro Pascal and Rachel Zegler, both of whom were employed with Disney during this period of time. So it's not the big win a lot of people want to claim. And that let's understand that. You might not like it that I'm saying this, but Adam, how could you be against Gina? I'm not against Gina. I'm simply telling the truth with facts and logic before me. We don't know what Gina got out of this. We never will because of NDAs. And Disney gets away scot-free, essentially. All the bad PR surrounding Gina Carano and Disney, that's going to disappear into the pop culture ether now. We're not, because here's the thing. Now that it's over, people aren't going to race to throw out a Gina Carano video every time she drops a little bit of news on this. It's going to disappear. It's going to vanish. She herself says right here, I'm ready to turn the page. She doesn't want to talk about it anymore, which means no one's going to talk about it anymore, which means Disney gets away with their crime of abuse, their crime of ideologically picking and choosing winners. Disney is still a villain. They're still at large. They're still going to allow all the horrible things they do to happen. They're still going to make agenda-driven media, agenda-driven entertainment. They're not going to stop. And that's kind of what we're going to keep doing. We're going to keep pointing that out. Problem is now we're never going to get the win we were hoping for, that we would topple the propaganda machine, that we would topple the House of Mouse, the House of Cards that is the House of Mouse, because we would then have been able to have shown the light. We would have shown a bright sunlight-powered beam down on their hypocrisy. So this isn't a real win. It's a win that Gina gets to move on with her life. It's a win that now the crazy weirdos will hopefully leave her alone. But it's not a win for entertainment. It's not a win for anybody who wants to see Disney held accountable, because they haven't been. And that's the truth. And if you have a problem with that, well, maybe listening to me is not for you, because I'm not here to lie to you. I'm here to tell you the facts and logic as I see them. I'm not here to sugarcoat things. I'm not here to be a simping cheerleader for Gina just because she's super hot and a very nice person. All right? There it is. So Gina wins. We all sort of lose. And Disney continues to kind of just move on forward with their next horrible project. I guess in the end, the only thing we can say is that Disney continues to lose money on just about everything but the theme parks. And even that is slowly but surely drying up. But that's a discussion for another time. Okay, I'm done. All right, so yeah, there we go. Gina is over. Gina's story fight with Disney is over. Let me see what you guys were saying. I don't know. I don't know. Fantastic Four won't make any money. So yeah, Diz is right. I have made more money covering the Fantastic Four than Disney will. I mean, we're not going to look at the box office till Sunday with our Sunday privilege on Roundtable, but I will make more money All you guys do have to all you guys have to do is send me $1 and say, Adam, the Fantastic Four sucked, and I will have made more money than Disney will make on Fantastic Four. That's all you got to do. Now I prefer if it was like $100. I prefer you sent me $100 to say the Fantastic Four sucked, but it's that simple. I have made more money. My tiny little 4,000 channel has made more money than Disney will on this. Yeah, you're right, Weasel. You're right. You're very right. Pedro and Rachel Zegler openly attacked Gina. Well, Pedro a little more subtly. He didn't outright say it, but it was during that period of time where he was posting all kinds of stuff. Rachel, she openly attacked Gina Carano. So she would have been in trouble. But either way, Pedro was more the example of Disney's hypocrisy in all of that, where he didn't get punished for what he said because he was working for them with Mandalorian and Grogu at the time. He was a Disney employee through Lucasfilm, but that still means a Disney employee. So he was working for them. Disney's done. You can never fix Disney. That's my opinion. I don't think you can ever fix Disney. Disney will forever be filled with the agenda cancer, with the DEI cancer, with whatever word you want to put in. It will always be filled with it because during his 15 years, 20 years even almost of occupancy, Bob Iger has planted his minions all across the company. And Disney, just for $2, more profitable than Fantastic Four. Disney sucks. Thank you, Disney. Now I officially have made more money than Disney will for Fantastic Four. Thank you, Diz, for the $2. But they had a lot of problems. With this lawsuit, and they wanted to make this go away, and they have. And that's the sad part. It now will just go away. It will just never go away. Yeah, I mean, they were never going to let the discovery go. That's why they tried so hard for like the past half a year to try and get the case thrown out, discovery delayed, drowning in boxes. And the problem is Elon's lawyers were going to keep going because Elon's pockets are bottomless. He would pay it because Elon doesn't like Disney either. He doesn't like Bob Iger. So you're right. I mean, that's the thing. Discovery would have been a treasure trove of content for everybody. Lawsuits, content for us. And we all wanted that. Let's not lie. We all wanted this to go forward because we wanted the content. We wanted to tell all these stories. We wanted to make reports on Disney and all their misdeeds. But yeah, so there it is. That's truth. There it is now. Kel says it right here. This is what I meant when I said Disney has not been held responsible for any of this. No repercussions, no punishment. Money, pay off, whatever. They don't care. They're running on it. They're running in the red anyway. You could listen to their earnings reports all you want. They did magic to move shit around to make it look like they're profitable. They're losing money on everything except the theme parks. Let's be honest. Nobody buys their merch. Nobody subscribes to Disney Plus. Remember, they are now going to not show subscriber numbers for Disney Plus as it absorbs Hulu. They're not going to show that anymore. Lucasfilm doesn't make a profit. The MCU hasn't made a profit in 6 or 7 years. And the one thing that makes a profit, their animation studio or Pixar will make an accidental profit with the what was it? Inside Out. They made an accidental profit with that. Haven't made any profit since. Lilo and Stitch, accidental profit, which they've screwed over because they're screwed for the next one. Then no one's going to go see Lilo and Stitch 2 because it's not going to follow the lore. It's going to be made up bullshit. So they stumbled into Lilo and Stitch, and all that money they made on that, all the about $400 to $500 million in profit they made on Lilo and Stitch has been wiped out. All it was done was used to balance the books of every other theatrical failure they've had this year. So there it is. Disney is in trouble, but they're operating on borrowed money anyway. So just to pay out, that's it. That's fine. Because as long as you guys said, Discovery doesn't come out, they can continue to get away with everything without punishment or repercussions. Because let's be honest, the people that left over Gina being fired and everything subsequently connected to that, they were never coming back anyway. More people would have been pushed away. Would they have gotten to Discovery and things said in open court that would, once said in open court, would be done? So there it is. Those are my thoughts on Gina. We'll probably talk about it again on Roundtable because it is a thing of the week. We'll get everybody's thoughts on it on Sunday. You know what I mean. So there it is. I've said my piece. This channel was never really about covering Gina. Every time I tried to cover Gina in the past, I didn't get much traction or interest from it. But this is, since we have covered it, I felt it was my need, my requirement. I was required, my due diligence, as it were, to complete the story as I see it. And also because I feel like everybody going around, Gina won, Gina won. Can we be honest? Can we be honest? Can we just be honest? And that's what I'm being. I'm being honest with you. I'm not going to run around on social media going, yay, Gina, yay. I'm not going to make my video when this gets clipped out and I put it up after the show. It's not going to be, yay, Gina. I'm not going to make a fake thumbnail. I'm not going to clickbait everybody. I'm going to be truthful. That's a problem. A lot of people don't want to tell the truth about stuff. They just want to appease the audience. Just want to appease people. I'm not here. I'm here to entertain you, but I'm not here to appease you. I think if I did that, you'd lose respect for me. So yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. You mentioned this Legatus. He's not a lawyer. He may be a friend, but he can't know things that are what's going on with it would be dumb if he was let in on things. I mean, that's it. He's not a part of her legal team. Of course, he wouldn't know anything. Wouldn't know anything. So I don't know. That is not for me to comment on because I don't know Gina Carano. I have never spent time with her. I've never met her, never shook her hand. I have simply looked upon her lustfully from afar over the years. I'm not gonna lie. That one time she posted that Instagram picture where she was nude and the shadows hid nothing made my day. Made my day. I loved it. That was a good day. That was a very good day. All right. So let's get to the news of of which this will be a part of it. So let's get to the news. Well, let me refresh everything real quick because it has been a good 40 minutes since I set up these tabs on flipping Chrome now because we got to use Chrome. Ugh. I don't like using Chrome except for StreamYards. I don't like using Chrome except for StreamYards. It's that simple. Okay, Variety. Let's go. Latin Grammy predictions, don't care. Vertical acquires software rights, don't care. Sci-fi, okay. Sci-fi from Motherland. Okay. It's a movie. Maybe it'll be a good movie. I don't know. Michael Urie, I'm making meal out of monologue on shrinking. I never watched that show. I'm probably never going to watch that show. Even though I'm a Harrison Ford fan, probably not going to watch that show. G-Kids acquires North American distribution rights to Legend of Hay 2. I don't even know what that is. Stephen Colbert puts on a J.D. Vance mask and says, Netflix, call me after CBS cancels The Late Show. I'm available in June. What? This dude's having a very public, disturbing breakdown. He really is. And I'm here for it. I love watching it happen. Superman and Fantastic Four, how Hollywood finally pulled off comic book camp. Oh, shut up. More water carrying. I'm not gonna weigh in on it. It's more water carrying. More shilling. Accelerate the positive. Michael Nyman builds a house of specialty marketing and communication firms. Great. Don't care. Moving on. James Marsden is happy to be back as Cyclops. Stop it. Happy to be back as Cyclops. Good for you. Maybe you'll actually be the character this time. Listen, let's not put on rose-colored glasses and pretend the X-Men movies were great. They were not great. They were average at best. X2 was the only one that was sort of good, and even then, to me, it hasn't aged well. These are not good movies. These are not good portrayals of the X-Men characters. And they looked wrong. They behaved wrong. They turned Cyclops into a whiny simp for 2 movies because he died at the beginning of the 3rd one. So can we not pretend these are great? You could like them. You can have nostalgia for them, but let's not pretend people are asking him for 20 years. When are you coming back? No one's asking James Marsden to come back as Cyclops. Let's not pretend this is real. All right? Come on. That's a good way to put it. Graded on a curve movies. They're not as bad as what exists now, so we're going to look at them a little more fondly. Actually, no, I was not intending. That was unintended. I was an unintentional pun, which are the only time puns are good, when you don't mean to do it. It was an unintended pun. Didn't mean to do it. But yeah, let's not pretend these movies are great. Horrible portrayal of Jean Grey. Not a great portrayal of Magneto. I mean, Sir Ian is great, but I am not a fan of his Magneto. I'm not going to pretend I am. Hugh Jackman redefined Wolverine and actually made it good. But still, Sabretooth is nothing in those movies. Mystique is so off. I don't care how hot Rebecca Romijn is in the blue body paint. That's not Mystique. And then to further ruin her with the Jennifer Lawrence Mystique, none of it's good. Let's not pretend, shall we? Let's not pretend. Box Office Weapons makes $5.7 million in previews. Freakier Friday is 3.1. Yeah, Freakier Friday, probably not going to do well. I thought it would do well, probably not going to do well. Canal Plus faces challenges with Africa's multi-choice as pay TV company. Air Bud, good Lord, no. Netflix UK revenue surges to $2.4 billion, profits grow. Well, nobody's watching BBC. They got to watch something. I don't know what that is. Don't care. Wednesday Creators Breakdown Season 2 Part 1. I just saw that. So Wednesday Season 2 started 2 days ago. Part 1. 8 episodes. You dropped 4 episodes and you're not going to drop the next 4 till September? What? You took 3 years to make 8 episodes and you're splitting up. You're not even going to take advantage of a weekly discussion. You're just going to drop them all. Now, I'm done. I was out already. I don't care about Wednesday anymore. This is partially because you took too long. Also because kind of tired of what's her name. Can't remember her name all of a sudden. But I'm Chicken Plays Wednesday. Kind of tired of her. Don't care anymore. Not interested. So you lost me. And now you're going to take a break between things. What is with this breaking up your episodes? If you're going to batch drop it, freaking batch drop it already. All right? Just batch drop it all. None of this splitting shit. Kratos for $10. Look up the people involved in the room. See what they've been up to. Was the movie the peak of their careers? Discuss. Okay, I guess we'll go to IMDb for that one. I think that's the best way I probably do it. All right, thank you, Kratos. We'll get to that as soon as we're done with the news. Songwriters of North America introduces emerging songwriter war. I don't care. Adam Scott and Britt Lower debate which Severance couple. I don't watch Severance, so I don't care. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle leads View Cinema's anime quartet. Oh man, I'm excited for Demon Slayer. Problem is, this final arc's going to be 3 movies. So even if I watch this, it's it's going to be a while before it gets finished. Well, Dermy's just going to sit there going, I want to tell you the rest. Why don't you just read the manga? No! Wait. Christy Nome pushes back on the South Park stuff. Don't really care about that. Everybody's whining and crying about that kind of stuff. Don't really care. Professional bull riders accuse Dr. Phil of orchestrating Merit Street bankruptcy. What? Move on. Pete Davidson says the SNL 50 audience was terrible. It's just famous people, and famous people only like themselves. That's actually a good burn. I was going to make a whole thing about Pete Davidson. How are you famous, and how did you screw all those really beautiful women? But hey, that's a pretty good burn. Byron Allen sells 10 TV stations to Gray Media for $171 million. Hey, good. Emma Thompson on playing a real female heroine in Dead of Winter and filming violent scenes. Why the start of this action stuff when you're 6 years old? That's just stupid. I don't care. She's a dumb idiot anyway. AMC Network streaming revenue rises 12% in quarter two. U.S. ad sales drop 18%. Yeah, I don't watch AMC shows. I don't. They're agenda driven. As much as I love Alexandra Daddario, I was not going to watch the Witches thing. Yeah, Jenna Ortega has the Chad face now. You're not wrong. I haven't spoken to Gal since last week. I don't know. I haven't said anything to Gal since last week. So I don't know. Maybe tonight. I don't know. Okay, sure. Edinburgh Film Festival, don't care. Anything interesting here? No. No. That's enough. Let's move on. Hollywood Reporter. Box office opens up weak. More stuff already talked about. Moving on. IGN. Umamusume. Pretty Derby fans. Oh, that's the anime horse racing girl game. Mourn the death of champion racehorse Grass Wonder. Okay. How can I ask her if I don't even know what PBR is, Prof? I don't even know what PBR is. You're going to have to spell that one out for me. Remember, unless it directly involves me, I'm generally clueless on shit going on with everybody. Generally clueless. I don't get involved unless I get pulled into it. Whatever thing you guys are using to torture her right now, I have no idea what it is. Just weeks after launching Tron, Catalyst developer Bithell Games is now making the majority of its full-time staff redundant. Okay. Oh, all right, fine. I'll ask her tonight. Sure, I'll ask her tonight if she's there. I never know if she's going to be there anymore. Not even a Keanu Reeves cameo can save John Wick spinoff Ballerina, which has left the Lionsgate stumbling to a $94 million quarterly net loss. Probably more, but yeah, Ballerina, as hot as Ana de Armas is. A few daily dives go. I don't even remember. Wait, so you're saying I've already done this? Is this from my own lore and I've forgotten it? Are you saying I've forgotten my own lore? I've forgotten my own lore? This is what happens when you do this shit every day. Unless it's something that I remember ranting about or you guys paid me to do, I'm likely to forget. I never did it, and I'll do it tonight. Well, things got hot last week in terms of other stuff, so I never had a chance last week, and I forgot. I admit, but I forgot. So I'll do it. I'll do it tonight. I promise. I'll do it tonight, Prof. You have my word. You have my word. I will do it. Ana de Armas is hot. Too bad she couldn't make a good movie. Great news. You could finally lean against a wall like an edgelord in World of Warcraft. Fuck wow. Tencent quietly changes light of Moat Ram's Steam page assets following Horizon Sony lawsuit. Does that mean Tencent's actually afraid of Sony? I would think they wouldn't be afraid of Sony. Starfield finally looks set to let you fly from one place to another, though not quite like No Man's Sky. Don't care. Only person that enjoyed that game for any sort of reason was Jed that I know. He's the only person I know enjoyed that game. Cheaters already spotted the Battlefield 6 open beta despite secure boot room requirement. I do not understand why anybody wants to cheat in these games. Are you so desperate to win against random people on the internet that you're going to cheat in a video game? I mean, cheating in a game like that defeats the whole purpose, as I look at it, to, how do I put this? To rise to the challenge of being the best. To rise to the challenge of being the best. So that does that. Creos for $1. For $1. I assume that's for the Fantastic Four thing. That's what I'm assuming there. That is for the Fantastic Four sucks. I continue to make more money than Disney for Fantastic Four. Thank you, Kratos, for the $1. So yeah, I don't understand cheating in gaming. I don't. How insecure are you that you have to cheat in these games? Either be good, get good, or just suck. Plain and simple. See, I guarantee I go into these games, I'd probably achieve some level of decent ability and then still routinely get my ass kicked. And I wouldn't cheat. Prof for $2. Ask Gal. I will tonight. I'll remember. I promise. I'll make a note of it. Here's what I'm going to do. So I'm not going to write it down. I'm going to turn my Lunar case around like this. My Lunar case is turned around so that I have a visual reminder whenever I look at it. Remember, it's turned around so that you ask Gal who her favorite professional bull rider is. Okay? There. I get it. I know. Guys, sometimes our conversations get lost in the ether. Guys, got to remember, if we have these conversations and then you make me watch a brain melting video, my brain is melted. We have to chance. I'm not going to remember shit. Again, already complained about James Marsters. Borderlands chief Randy Pitchford can be controversial at times, sometimes intentionally, sometimes unintentionally. Take-Two boss Strauss Zelnick says, but I still love him to death. Well, he cost you money because nobody's buying the fucking game. So, yeah. Inzoi's all-new Island Getaway DLC has a release date. What is Inzoi? Can somebody tell me what Inzoi is? Listen, you're not wrong. This is why I prefer playing co-op games with the boys, with the fellas, because it's just then we're challenging the computer and we still get the team oriented working together idea. You're losing my words. We get that teamwork feeling, the success from working as a well-oiled team machine, and we win against the challenge of a difficult computer. So this is why I prefer just playing a game with my friends and fighting computer, PvE, as it were. That's why I prefer PvE. PvE can be damn hard on difficulty settings. Now, you can break it by getting good and gearing up properly, but it's still going to kick ass. I mean, just look, in Darktide, every time we get very comfortable in the current difficulty leveling and we up it to the next level, we get annihilated on the following level. We do. Because it got too easy, we got too complacent, so we have to get good. So there's always a challenge. So I'd rather have fun with my friends playing co-op game than fight randos on these games where people just care about their kill death ratio, whatever the hell that is. James Cameron says he isn't continuing to make Avatar sequels for the money, even if the series does include two of the most profitable films of all time. That I can believe. James Cameron is so full and high on his own fucking farts. He doesn't care about the money. He cares about his messaging. He cares about fucking around with technology. He doesn't care about the money. It just so happens Avatar is the biggest goddamn normie nip franchise in the world. And everybody wants to play it. Everybody goes and watches it. But then it doesn't leave a cultural footprint, so they forget about it 5 minutes later. Fortnite leaks point to pet-like companions, including a selection of dogs and a skateboarding turtle. If you like Fortnite, that's great, but I will never understand it. I will never. And people cheat in Fortnite too. There are cheaters in Fortnite as well. I'll never understand Fortnite though. I don't want to dress up as characters I like and go running around shooting guns and environmental stuff and facing off against the Shreddies. I don't want to. I don't find. I'd rather team up and fight heretics or kill bugs. Yes, I know you can kill bugs right now in Fortnite. You know what I'm talking about. Starship Troopers. Hell, I'd even play Helldivers over that. You know, if Helldivers went on sale, Helldivers 2 went on sale, and for a good price on the PS4, PS5, I'd get it, and I'd rather play that with the guys. Yes, Kojima is still working on Fizzint, and he knows when you skip his cutscenes. I don't care what the troll is doing because I don't play Kojima games. Bethesda resurrects classic Doom duo Heretic and Hexen with improved performance for modern platforms. I never even heard of that. Pokemon art, don't care about that. That's a topic for like Dermy. Konami announces Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater launch window as main single player release date nears. I don't play Metal Gear games. Not into them, really not. But have fun with it. Tom Holland films graveyard scene for Spider-Man Brand New Day with Zendaya glimpsed on set. All right, that's already bullshit. You know that? You know that's bullshit. One, she's in we know she has a role in the movie, but she's there supporting her fiance. She's there to hang out with him while he's filming. She's not there to do anything right now. That's a report I heard this week. She's not scheduled to film. She's there supporting her fiance. It's that simple. Let's not pretend this. They're bringing back fake MJ. Let's not pretend. Let's not get into that. Nintendo announces Mario Claymation show as part of new kid-themed My Mario product line push. In a related thing, I heard, remember earlier this week we talked about that questionnaire about everything they were upset about with everything Switch 2? Yeah, they shut it down apparently. I saw the other day they shut it down amid everybody bitching and moaning. Nintendo! Yeah! Ha ha! Kaiju number 8 game is out on August 31st. I'm not going to play the game because season 2 is still going and I haven't seen it yet and I don't want to risk spoilers. I'd rather just watch. I don't like playing anime-based games. I tried that. I kind of got suckered a little bit on that. I got the Grand Blue, one of the Grand Blue Fantasy RPGs. I got my copy. Funny story, the original copy also, the original one I bought also arrived. Hey, at some point, I'm going to give you guys a free game at some point because it's just sitting there in its plastic and I have no other way to get rid of it. So at some point, there'll be a contest and one of you guys is going to get a free PS5 game. Congratulations. But no, so I got that thinking it was going to be about the actual storyline, which I don't want to play on mobile, but it wasn't. It was a side adventure that's non-canon. Good game. I had fun with it. It was fun, but it wasn't what I thought it was. So it just reinforced my don't play anime-based games. I don't play anime-based games. I'd rather just watch the anime. Well, James Gunn's Superman sequel features Superboy. Yeah, James Gunn's right in the next one. Huzzah! I don't feel like complaining about James Gunn today. We're into yesterday's news now, so let's move on. Park Place with their new format. Jimmy Fallon hosts Greg Gutfeld on Tonight Show as the likely last man of Disney. Signal dropped again. We have to wait. All right, we're back. There it is. Okay, it's fixed. Hi. All right. We're having a great day, aren't we? Here's the thing: even when the signal dropped, when I was doing it on Firefox, this would still stay up, and I would just disappear. Now, because it's Google Chrome, it all disappears. Boo! As we were saying, Disney Lucasfilm appears to downgrade Anakin Skywalker on official Star Wars website. Oh, Gina Carano news. That was from yesterday. Gina Carano. All right. It looks like I'm frozen. All right. All right. Okay. Looks like I'm all right. You can hear me now. Well, all right. Here we go again. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I'm back now. Jeez. Can we just finish the fucking news? Thank you. Jeez, man. Let's go. And this is all from yesterday. I don't like the way Park Place is redoing their stuff. There's nothing new from today. Here's the new stuff, right? Only two new things. So Park Place has nothing for us. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here before it barfs on us again. Okay, so all right, so there's the news. There's the news. So if you guys know the rules. All right, so let's Kratos for $10. Let's bring that back up so I can get it right. Kratos for $10. Look up the people involved with the room and see what they've been up to. Was that movie the peak of their careers? Discuss. This is, of course, regards to me covering The Disaster Artist, starring Jimmy Franco, which showed us the backstory of making The Room. So let's get up a new tab. Let's go to IMDb and let's look up The Room and hope that first I'm gonna sneeze first. Hold on a second. I made it. I did it in time. I did it in time. Okay, so here we go. The Room. The Room. All right, let's share screen. Okay, here we go. The Room. All right, so we'll start with Tommy Wiseau. Wow, that's a bad picture right there. Okay, Tommy Wiseau. Tommy, the mastermind behind this whole thing. Here it is. The Room in 2003. Homeless in America wrote that a short in 2004. The Room tribute, there's a video game? There's a video game? Oh, we're going to have to look this one up. Oh my, there's a video game. Video game inspired by The Room. Imagine. I can only imagine what you are doing in that game. I can only imagine. Okay, Corsica Arts Club, California, I Follow, a music video in 2015. Then he did something called The Neighbors. The Neighbors, a TV series, 8 episodes from 2014 to 2016, based on a novel written by creator. Him? I don't know. Obviously, it's rated horribly, 2.6. Nobody liked it. Big Shark wrote that just a couple years ago and currently working on. No! The Room returns. Oh no! Oh no! How can he make a sequel? Tommy died. Johnny died. Oh no! Oh, what are we gonna do? I know what's gonna happen. Y'all gonna make me watch this shit. The Room returns. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, I can feel the cringe. Oh, wow. Oh, this is insane. I don't think. All right, I don't think Tommy Wiseau was peaked because here comes the room returns. Oh my. Okay, so let's go back now. Okay, so Greg Sestero. Oh, hi, Mark. Okay, what has Greg been up to? Greg was actively working this whole time because we saw in the movie, or I saw in Disaster Artist, he kept working. He was in Nash Bridges in '96. And Nash Bridges is a good show. I always liked Nash Bridges. Final season's a little questionable, but the first 2 to 3 seasons of Nash Bridges, that's good television. That's good television. Always like Nash Bridges. He was in Gattaca. I've seen Gattaca, uncredited, just probably in the background. He's in Patch Adams, uncredited. I like Patch Adams. It's a very good Robin Williams movie. So this guy's actually been working. He had actually been working up until The Room. This is them in Hollywood, because remember, this is when they moved to Hollywood in this area. So he was actually getting work. He was in Days of Our Lives for an episode. Retro Puppet Master. Oh, I never saw Retro Puppet Master. I was so down. I stopped watching Puppet Master movies in the mid 90s. Oh, I was out. Hang on, I gotta blow my nose real quick. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so he's been in The Room. He was in Accepted. Okay. That was that had its run as a movie. Never heard of Fashion House, Alien Presence, Pit and the Pendulum. No. Miranda Lambert, White Liar, 5-second films. These are in Movie Video TV. Nothing. All right, nothing here. And then he showed up in Disaster Artist as a cameo, casting agent. He was the casting agent. That was him. He was uncredited. So he was the guy who was working with Sharon Stone. That was him. Wow, I didn't recognize him. Okay. Best Friends probably doing Nerdist Presents. So nothing really major. He just seems to be a working actor. He just kind of just gets a paycheck on something. Wedding Planner. Okay. Nothing really great. Enter the Dragon. Ugh. See, he's still working with Tommy. He was in Big Shark. Nothing major here. And of course, he's going to be in The Room Returns. He's got to be. Yep. There it is. All right. So it seems that Greg is a working actor. He gets his roles. So good for him. But he's best known for The Room, and he's coming back in The Room Returns as Chris R. He's not Mark anymore. Oh no! So they're just gonna recast everybody as new characters. He's not Mark. He's Chris R. Oh, my head can't handle this. Ah! No. Oh no. All right, so I don't know if we can say anything has been peak for Greg Sestero. He seems to be just a working actor. He just keeps finding jobs and earning his paycheck every year for doing stuff. So good for him. He was terrible in The Room. They were all terrible in The Room. Okay. Lisa! Juliette Danielle, who had nice tits. Let us not forget, she had nice tits. She is no longer an actress. She's no longer acting. It seems she's done. The Room was sort of her first thing. Was she in anything else that was major here? No, not really. The Room actors, where are they now? There is a show called The Room Actors. Where are they now? I guess they had that. Oh, wow. Kind of paired with Disaster Artist, somewhere to form. So, yeah, it looks like she never really did anything. She probably took her titties out in some of these movies, too, because she obviously wasn't against doing that. She had nice tits. Okay. Denny. Creepy Denny. I have a feeling this was all he did. Essentially. That's Yeah, that I mean, some of these things were rated higher, but yeah, upcoming. No, he's back as Denny. The room actors, where are they now? No, that's not upcoming. That's already done. I was always gonna be the room returns. And I would say, is Denny back in the room returns? But no, he's not. All right, so yeah, this guy didn't go anywhere. He didn't go anywhere. All right. This chick might be dead. She might be dead. No, she's alive. Okay, she's alive. 1930. No, there's no way. Upcoming. No, she's born in 1938. No, she's got to be dead. She's got to be dead. She's got to be dead. And she never did anything of note. Nothing, never did anything of note. Nothing at all. You tag me apart, Lisa! The chick who played Michelle, she never took her titties out. See if I know. She never did much of anything after that. Yep, she never did much of anything after that. She moved to directing, pre-production, short. Okay, so she moved into that. All right. Going around. Everybody else is kind of pointless. Well, I guess Chris R. Wait a minute. Chris R. Who's Chris R? But Greg is playing Chris R. Yeah, looks like for a lot of these people, being associated with the room is like the height, because these are people they don't even have pictures here. The barista. Oh, hi, Johnny. You're my best customer. Yeah, because he got his beard shaved off because Tommy was an asshole and he never got to be in the Malcolm in the Middle episode. Yep. I guess we'll look at Mike and Peter because they were featured. All right, this guy again, room actors where they are. Again, Walking Dead, good for him. I guess this guy was better for being. Oh, he's a zombie though again. Okay, he's just a zombie. Okay, he did nothing either. Greg Ellery, Steven. I don't even remember who Steven was. Again, nothing. Porn, a series. So I guess that's it. Tommy and Greg seem to be last men standing in all of this, because Tommy has a bottomless pit of money. The dude is insanely wealthy for whatever reason. And Greg is a working actor. He's a working actor. He just keeps going. Good for him. Make your money. Carolyn's first movie. Okay. I saw That's My Bush TV series, one episode. Probably just a side character, appeared in the spirit. I've never even heard of this. Austrian Maggie. Let's just see what is That's My Bush. Somewhat dim president. Oh, it's a George Bush show. Oh, it's the it's the Parker and Stone when they were shitting all over W. Okay. Yeah, that didn't last long. I remember that. So that's it. All right. So in the end, the room is still famous. It's a cult thing. He's making The Room returns. Wow. I guess we have that to look forward to. You know? I guess we have The Room returns to look forward to. That's in my future. I know that's in my future. It's in my future. I will not. It's a future I cannot avoid now. It's going to happen. I know it. There we go. Where are they now? What we think's happening? What was this the peak of their careers? I don't know. For everybody else, maybe. I think for everybody but Tommy and Greg, yes, they will never be more infamous than for The Room. But Tommy will now come out with The Room Returns, and Greg will be in it. So they might get an all-new level of infamy and craziness with The Room Returns. Might be something all new and all nutty. So, who knows? Who knows with them? So, there you go, guys. All right. With that said, that game, listen, if that game doesn't exist on Steam or anywhere else I could play it on, all right, here's what we'll do. Let me fire up Steam. Let's fire up Steam. Let's hope I can share the image. Let's hope I can share the image because freaking Chrome doesn't want to acknowledge stuff. So let me do a search real quick if I find it. Let me see. The Room. All right, here's something called The Room. A mysterious invitation leads to the attic of an abandoned house. No, this is not it. This is not it. This isn't it. This is not it. No, this is not it. This is some horror game. No, this isn't it. It's on Newgrounds. What's Newgrounds? What's Newgrounds? Let me just see if I can even share this. Hang on. Let me just see if I can share this. Nope. It doesn't want to share Steam. Maybe I could share it as a Chrome tab. Nope. No, because it's not Chrome tab. Yeah, see, for some reason, unless it's connected to Chrome, if I'm running Chrome through StreamYard, it doesn't want to share other screens tabs anymore. It's really fucked up. Flash game video website. Okay. Let me quit out of this. Let's take a look at it. Newgrounds, The Room. Oh my. I'm just share this with you guys right now. I'm just showing it. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. I don't play fucking Flash browser games. I don't know what that shit is. Shut up, Weasel. All right. If we're done making me suffer for the day. Oh, nope. Kratos for $20. Go ahead and watch the Big Shark trailers too. All right, so let's watch the trailer for Big Shark. Thank you, Kratos, for $20. All right, let's do it. Hang on. Big Shark trailer. Oh. There's two of them. They're really short. Are they the same? They might be the same. Make sure. No, there's. All right, we'll watch them both. They're both really short. So we'll watch them both. Because they're both really short. All right. Here we go. All right, here's the first one. Well, it's 6 years ago. Well, the older one. All right, Big Shark trailer. Okay, no, here we go. Big Shark. All right. This looks like this is the official trailer. Okay, here we go.
Hey guys. Oh hi, Patrick.
Oh hi. Oh hi.
This is Tim and Georgie. Yeah, we're having a few beers, chilling, just having a good night.
You are a jerk.
Oh, what? Oh. Come on.
Oh.
This is for my best friend. Dick.
Oh. Wow. It's harsh.
Baby. What did you do? Are you okay? What did you do? Come on, Tim. Your car's this way. It's over this way. How's your face feel? Feels good. Water, look at that.
This actually looks like it makes a little sense.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Ah! Ah!
No! Ah! What is it?
Ugh. There's a big shark and 3 firefighters trying to save the world. Oh, man. I have a feeling this is in my future. I have a very bad feeling about this. Big shark, you're tearing me apart. You see, that would be really self-aware if he had a line in there, big shark, you're tearing me apart. That would be it's supremely self-aware, and he would get major points for that if he did that. Major points. We'll see. We'll see. Because I'm sure that that's what we're gonna get. There's a full trailer. That's all I saw there. We'll go back and look again. That's all that came up. We'll try. I can look again. All right. We'll go back a second here. Let's go back. Let's see if it's the same one. Okay, here's there's the second trailer. Big Shark trailer. That was the teaser. You're right. That was the teaser. There's another one. So here's the other one. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, boys, I'm the referee. Who's ready for a fight? You two, what's your name? Jimmy. What's your name? Tony. I want a good clean fight. Ready? Go!
Wait. Why is there it's a shark movie. Why are they boxing? Why are they boxing? Why are there boxing in this? What's going on here? Why are they boxing? Where's the shark? Where's the tease of why are the sharks even there? Why are they boxing? The box? That's not how a shark works. That's not how a shark works. Oh my God. This is terrible. That isn't how a shark works. And why were they boxing? I mean, I don't understand. Why are they boxing in a trailer for a shark attack movie? He's learned nothing. He's learned nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Wiseau has learned nothing. He's learned nothing. And I doubt the Room Returns will be any better. Oh, my God. Sharknado at least understood what it was. In theaters, this came out in 2023. It's out. Big Shark is out. This happened. It's done. It exists. Oy, oy. I got to check something. I'm going to check something. Hang on. No. I don't know. It's not here. Let's try this. Stop. No, it's not. No, okay. So I don't have access to it. I don't. I was seeing prepping, maybe other places. So before I possibly get made to suffer Big Shark, I got to see if I can at least find it first, because you can't. I don't want somebody to pay for this and me not be able to do this one. I'm thinking ahead here. No, Big Shark doesn't exist anywhere. So don't pay me to watch Big Shark. I can't find it. Don't do it. I cannot find it. Don't do it. I cannot find it. All right, with that, we're really good. We're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna wrap here. We had a good time today. Thank you everybody for joining me tonight. We got Ballbusters. I don't think we have any guests. Should be just us. We'll be probably talking about Gina some more, like I talked about it. You'll hear my thoughts repeated there. All right, Kratos. I'll leave it up to you. You can find it. It's up to you. It's up to you. So we got Ballbusters tonight. Tomorrow, Jed and I will be talking John Carter. John Carter, a good movie that suffered horrible marketing from Disney. We'll probably have co-op gaming tomorrow night. I'm not sure what we're playing right now because we didn't get to play Space Marine 2 this week because Alf had some real life stuff come up, so we had to cancel it last night. So we might play it for a little bit for me, Alf, and Dermy for co-op night tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see. Sunday roundtable, box office, other stuff. We'll get to that. So, and whatever else happens, thank you everybody for another great day with Double D's. It's always a great day with Double D's. There's a tagline for the show. It's always a great day with Double D's. Hey, we're making up new stuff there. Weasel, you got to tell Alf these things. I don't run the Space Marine 2 stuff. You got to tell Alf this stuff. You have to tell Alf this. I don't run Space Marine 2. Alf runs Space Marine 2. I just show up. I'm not in charge. Tell Alf. Tell Alf to put you on the list of people. All right? Tell Alf that. And he canceled last minute. I didn't know until I got home yesterday that he had canceled. So, because I went out and I got back a little bit before stream. I was like, oh, canceled. Okay. And Dermy then was going to go stream his VTuber stuff. So, I didn't know that. Hey, he got it for me too. I got it for me too. He was very generous for that game. All right. Well, then let Alf know if you want to be scheduled in, because I do need to start another class. I need to play something else besides Sniper. So I need to start leveling up another class besides that. Anyway, all right, guys. So thank you, guys. I'll see you tonight on Ballbusters. If you missed it, stay tuned for the clipped out, edited version of my Gina Carano points I made early in the stream. Go ahead and watch that. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, everybody. I will see you next time. Until then, take it easy. Wow, that's a big delay. Am I still? No.